beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am hitting you guys with a story time. So my channel, as you guys know, I am trying to figure out the right path to take, and it hasn't been easy really figuring out what I want to do with this channel. So if you guys just bear with me with this, I feel like this time I have found more or less what I want to be doing. And really what I want to do is just share my experiences with you guys, talk it out, laugh it out so I don't feel so alone, and also see if you guys can relate at all. Some of these stories may be sad, some of these stories may be traumatic, some of these stories may be dramatic, some of these stories are funny. I'm pretty sure some of you guys can relate. So before I get into today's story time, I would just ask if you guys can, please subscribe to my channel. It would really help me a lot. And if you can also like, and if this story is funny or entertaining in any way, please share it with somebody you know that might like it. Again, so that way I don't feel like a freaking loner and loser in this video, because let me tell you, in today's video, it is going to fill your cup with that tea. Yes. Without further ado, you guys, let's just get into the video. Today's story time is gonna be about, if you haven't already guessed from the title, the time where I almost became a cop's side chick. Now, as the story goes along, you'll figure out furthermore why I titled this video that. So this is not clickbait, because in reality, everything that I'm saying in the story is 100% true. This guy is a cop now. The dramatic scenes that are coming up, you guys are gonna understand. So let's start. I first met this guy through an online dating. Honestly, I think it was probably POF. If you haven't heard of POF, it's called Plenty of Fish. It's just a dating site, you know, there's thousands of them out there. So that's what it is. And I think you guys will notice as I do more story times, I have a lot of online dating stories. I was just that type of girl. I have a lot of experiences with online dating. You know, I feel like it probably follows with like insecurities, but at the same time it was like a comfort zone, because I was either busy a lot, working a lot, or caught up in family stuff, or just didn't have enough time. So online dating was very simple. I was introduced to it at a young age from a friend, so ever since I knew about it, I just got hooked on it. And I don't want to continue ranting in this video because I tend to do that and I sidetrack a lot, so y'all can call me out on it, it's fine, but I'm aware. Trust me, I know. So I had been talking to this guy for a while online, and we had gotten to know each other, obviously, and it probably was like about a week or so before I had started making plans to see him in person. And at the time, he was a security guard for the hospital. For privacy reasons, everyone's names will be anonymous in this video and probably in all my videos. So we had planned to meet up one day. He was working, I think, at the hospital, and or at a hospital, and I was nearby, and it was kind of like a random meetup. It wasn't like planned or anything like that. Well, I know I said planned, but like it wasn't, we planned to meet up, but this one wasn't planned. It was more like, well, let's just meet up right now since we have the opportunity to. So I went to go see him. You know, everything was cool. He was friendly at first, and, you know, met him for maybe like 5 minutes, and then that was that. After we had initially met, we figured like, cool, like this could be like a thing, maybe we can like work out, and just plan other meetings from there on. So the next time that I met him was, I want to say about a couple of days later, and we met up at a grocery store and just to hang out. The minute that this guy had the chance, we went to his apartment complex, and nothing happened, but we were like in this clubhouse, like by ourselves, just chilling, just talking, getting to know each other. Right away, I knew something was off with this guy because he was automatically like aggressive with me. And I should also add, like, this guy he was previously, I guess, big, and he had lost like a lot of weight. So I think he got like this new self-confidence thing, and maybe was trying to be something that he wasn't, or maybe just started feeling himself a little too much. And so he got like this cockiness and stuff like that, and I don't know where he got the aggression from, but I have a feeling it came from like his dad, because I think he said his dad was like a military dude or something like that. And then, so he started becoming aggressive with me. Not like physical abuse or anything, just more of like he thought maybe like it was like a turn on or something, and it really wasn't. Like at one point we just like started like, you know, playing pool, and then he tried to come from behind me and just like try to like arrest me because he was training to be like a cop or something like that in that time. And so he was just like, hey, let me show you some shit, right? And so I was like, okay. And so he grabbed me, he put my hands behind my back, like how they do when they arrest you, but he started being like really aggressive and just like really way too hard, and you know, trying to be a little too sexual, and I was just not having it. It was not good times for me. So don't ask me why I continued going on a date with this guy. Please don't ask me. After that whole spiel, I kind of told him like, you know, like, hey, like maybe like back off with the aggression a little bit and stuff. And he was like, okay, that's fine. Like, I won't touch you like that anymore. And I was like, okay, cool. We just got back to talking, and days went by, and then we planned to meet again. And this time we were gonna plan to meet at a, I don't know if you guys have this or if it's like everywhere and well known, but it was like a swamp meet. And so we went, I always say swamp meet. I think it's swap meet because you're swapping shit. We planned to meet at the swap meet. I said, I'm gonna bring a couple of friends with me. Is that cool? Because they want to tag along and they love the swap meet, you know, and they really wanted to just like have fun, you know, and kind of like double date in a way, because my friends were also, they were a couple. So I also felt safer, you know what I mean? Just like being around friends and being around, you know what I mean? Like, cause he was still like a stranger to me. So I was still like wanting to like be around in public and like with people, especially that he was like aggressive. I was just like, yeah, no, if this fool tries to kill me, at least I have people around me to help me. We set it up, and so everything is good to go. And he texted me like, hey, like, should I meet you there? Should you pick me up, or should I pick you up? Should we go over there? Whatever. We got to the place, and I forgot how we got there, or who drove where or what happened, but we all were there. That's all I remember. And you know, we're walking around the swamp meet, right? Just like chilling, having a good time. You know, and it was pretty fun. You know, like we were laughing. You know, this was probably one of my more, like, this was a guy, I don't have a lot of experiences with being around guys that like genuinely like me, in the sense of like find me like attractive. I've always had to really win over guys' like attention. So this one came like really natural, because at that time I had lost like a lot of weight. I was feeling like really confident at that time, and he, I guess, was really feeling me, you know, thought the world of me, I guess, you know, from what he was telling me and stuff. And so I was very flattered, and it was like one of those moments where I just felt like, you know, really good about myself, because I was getting a lot more attention, and this was one of the guys that was doing that for me. We were walking around, grabbed a couple drinks, grabbed some food. We were all good, and you know, I was a happy camper because I had my like little limonada and you know, my little chips and you know, all that good stuff. So I was in a good mood. Oh my gosh. So he, to charm me, right, he had bought me a watch from the swap meet. I mean, I'm not trying to make it seem like he like bought me like a diamond bracelet and all this stuff, but you know, I never really had a guy go out of his way to buy me something, so I was flattered, okay? Can you blame me? I was just like, you know, I'm simple. You can give me food and I will love you for life, okay? So he gave me and he bought me a watch at the swap meet. And he also bought me like some jewelry because I was just like, you know, oh, I really like these earrings, and he bought them for me. So I mean, he was being nice, but little did I know that this fool was a little bit of a player. There comes a point where we get to a certain booth at the swap meet. Pay attention, y'all, because this is where it gets good. So I see a couple girls, like I think there was like 2 or 3 of them, kind of walking towards me and him. And he kind of diverts a little, kind of goes off to the side a little. I don't know if he saw them and was trying to avoid the situation, or if he really just didn't notice them and just went off his own like little way in the booth. But so I saw these girls and they were kind of like giving me the eye. And I was like, okay. Like, you know, for me, I'm not confrontational. I don't like getting into arguments, confrontations. I don't like drama. I don't like yelling. I've never been in a fight. Like, I'm just not the one. Unless you come at me, then I'm the wrong one, okay? But otherwise than that, like, I'm chill. Like, I'll get along with everybody. So I couldn't figure out why these girls were trying to like dog me or why they were giving me a certain look, but I was like, okay. So I just went off, looked at them, did my own thing, kept looking at stuff. And then one of them comes up to me and she's like, hey, are you with so-and-so? And I was just like I'm with him, like we're just chilling, but I'm not like with him, right? Because I mean, at that time we didn't establish anything. This was just literally probably like our 3rd time meeting or so. So it was nothing like serious. And so I was just like, yeah, you know, like nothing serious or anything, like, can I help you? And she was like, well, actually, he's my boyfriend. What? Let me take a second to process this, because what is my life right now? Okay, cool. That's your boyfriend, so go talk to him. I got pissed though. Like, after I let it sink in, I got mad. And I went to go find my friends, because at that point, my friend and her boyfriend decided to abandon me in the midst of all this. And so I was just like, where the F is she? Like, where are they? Like, let me go find them. So I, you know, left that fool on his own, because I was just like, you handle that stuff and let me go over here and find them. So I went and I found my friend and I was like, girl, you will not believe what just happened. I was at a booth, minding my business. Some chick came up to me, said like, hey, I'm the girlfriend of the guy that you're hanging out with, so, you know, back off, bitch. It was not fun, and I was just like ranting to her, and then she's like, okay, just like chill, just like calm down. Are you sure that was his girlfriend? You know what I mean? I was just like, there's no way I misinterpreted that. She said she was his girlfriend. And so she was like, okay, well, let's just go. I was just like, okay. I was just like, I need to like relax, so like let's bounce. I don't care. I'm about to leave this fool. I could care less. Needs to hitchhike, show some leg, do something, but he's getting a ride somewhere else, not with us and not with me. Physically, I like wanted to punch him in his throat. Just like in his throat. But I didn't. We started walking towards the car, and I can hear him kind of shouting my name, and I was just like, oh my gosh, please don't make a big deal out of this. I am not one to make a scene out in public, just don't, right? So he was just like yelling my name, and I was like, let me just go and like see what he wants then. Let me just, you know, calm the situation down, because like everything's kind of like crazy and hectic in the air right now. He comes up to me. I made eye contact with him, so he comes up to me, and then he's like, hey, like, what did she say? Like, I don't know what she said, but, you know, don't believe her. It's not what you think it is. Like, she was my girlfriend. We were seeing each other, but, you know, I'm not seeing her anymore. She's having a hard time, like, letting me go. You know, she still thinks I'm her boyfriend. I was like, I mean, seriously, why would she even get the idea that you're her boyfriend still? Like, is that not clear? Men sometimes are not clear about their shit. Like, if you don't like a girl, or if you don't want her to be your girlfriend or whatever, just say it. You know what I mean? Like, no one's a freaking psychic over here. Like, I can't guess what you're trying to tell me. All your little mixed signals is not working. I'm on a rant here. And then he also tries to charm me and be like, baby girl, look at you. Why would I choose her over you? Okay, and I'm not saying I'm the shit. I'm not no like bad bitch like Ariana Grande or whatever, right? But, you know, at that time, maybe I was. I don't know. Maybe in his eyes I was. He's like, you got it going on. You got everything I need. You got all them curves. You got all the booty that I need. Like, you are it. I don't want her. I want you. And I was just like, oh, okay. Yeah, right. I was so like, okay, maybe I can see how a girl can get twisted up in the game. And let's be real, there are some girls out here that don't know how to take a hint, but at the same time, it's like, there are a lot of players out here too, and this guy was feeling himself a little too much. I don't know. But so, I didn't fully know the situation, so I was just like, okay, let me just take 2 steps back, and let me pretend that this is that he's telling the truth. What I told him was like, give me some space, like, we'll go in the car, let's go get some like real food and just take like a couple minutes to like, you know, gather ourselves, because this is like a little too much. Like, I couldn't believe that I had caught some dude literally in the midst of having a girlfriend and her confronting me. Like, that has never happened to me before. I don't know if it's happened to any of you guys, but that has never happened to me before. I had never had a girl come up to me and be like, that's my man that you're hitting on, or that's hitting on you, or that you're with. Like, that's insane to me. The night goes on, we're at Del Taco, and we're just chilling, we're just eating. My friend that I'm closest with, she's the girl. And then her boyfriend obviously decided to go talk to him in private and be like, get like the juicy details of it all. And me and her were just chit-chatting, and I was telling her, like, replaying everything that had happened. I can tell that he was kind of freaking out a little bit. He thought maybe I wasn't gonna talk to him anymore, maybe just like leave him and embarrass him, you know, or whatever. So he was like a little on edge. I was just so, I don't want to say like desperate, but I was just like, look, let me just believe that what this guy is saying is the truth, and let me just not assume that he's like lying, you know? So I still kind of like gave him a chance later on to find out that this fool is still out there doing his dirt and still like not being the best guy out there. So how the story ends is, after that night, I said that, you know, I forgave him, but just give me a little bit of time to like, you know, ease my way back into like maybe going on more dates with you and stuff like that. After that, I don't think that we met up again. I don't think that we saw each other. What happened was he just kept trying to talk to me. And I think as time and time went on, I just started feeling more iffy about the situation. I was just like, I don't really believe what this fool says. And I'm not, to be honest, really feeling him. Like, starting from the beginning, didn't start off really great, really aggressive, and, you know, had some maybe mental problems. I don't know, his dad being in the military probably really messed him up, because he said that he was like, I think, abused by his father as well and all this stuff. And I'm not trying to put like his business completely out there, but, you know, just a little bit of background for you guys to like understand that it just didn't feel right from the beginning. And especially after that, was just like a hell no. It started hitting me, and I just didn't want to see him anymore. So I kind of started slowly backing off. Some time went on. I guess he was like some sort of professional golfer on the side, and he was still studying to be a cop. So as time went on, I guess he officially became a cop, hence the title. And, you know, he was paroling these streets, out here doing his thing. So he's officially a cop. And months went by without us talking and all this stuff. So when he got back in contact with me, I was already in another relationship. And this is how I knew that this guy, like I said, was still out there doing dirt, didn't change. Like, I knew my instincts were right about him. Like, I knew that he was lying, you know? So he contacted me while I was in the relationship with my current boyfriend, and but this was like the beginning of mine's and my current boyfriend's relationship. This was like the beginning of it, like maybe within the year. So he messages me saying like, hey, like, how are you? How have you been? It's been a while since we talked. Like, at first I wasn't gonna reply back to him, because I was just like, I think we all have a natural curiosity as to why people who left our lives try to come back into our lives. And yeah, I knew, common sense tells me, like, I knew what he wanted. I was just curious, and I just wanted to know. So I was just like, what's up? And he was just like, you know, I really miss you, and, you know, I was wondering if there's a way that you can like give me a chance again. Like, I know I messed up in the past and all this stuff, right? And meanwhile, like, he got a hold of me through Snapchat, and I still had him on Snapchat after all this like months and stuff like that, because I don't really use Snapchat, so I don't really like go and like check my contacts and like go down my list and like delete people. Like, I just have them there. He had contacted me through Snapchat, and again, he is a cop, and this fool, let me just say, was out there doing not so coppy stuff. I won't say what he was doing or anything like that, because I don't want anyone to necessarily get in trouble or anything, but all I'm gonna say, I doubt he was doing any of the duties that he was told to be doing. And I'll leave that at that. Getting down to it, he tells me, so, you know, can I, you know, get another chance, all this stuff. And I told him, I was like, look, I'm in a relationship right now, you know, I don't think that's possible. You know, but, you know, I wish you the best in life, and, you know, congratulations on becoming a cop, and, you know, I hope everything goes good for you. He was more on the side of like being creepy and like not getting the hint of like me having a boyfriend. Apparently that didn't bother him. So he was kind of just like, you know, what your boyfriend doesn't know won't hurt him type of deal. And I was just like, well, it won't hurt him, but it'll hurt you, because I'm gonna have to put my foot up your ass if you try to get in between me and my relationship. He just didn't get the hint, and he kept just trying to push it. And I was like, aren't you a cop? Like, aren't you supposed to be like friendly, nice, helpful, not out here home wrecking and like stealing girlfriends away from their boyfriends? Not that I can be stolen, because I can't, but like, that's what he was trying to do. It just goes to show you that, like, just be aware of the people that you talk to and engage with. You know what I'm saying? Like, not every person who has a great type of title does great things, and not everyone who doesn't have a good title does bad things. You know what I'm saying? After all that was said and done, I just kind of decided to delete him and block him because I was like, this guy will probably become trouble and obviously doesn't respect my relationship. So I don't want to get involved any further with this guy, and I don't want him to get the wrong idea. So I just deleted him, and that was the end of that. I mean, there's really nothing much more else to it, but you know, that fool was honestly, like I said, trying to make me his side piece. He was trying to have his cake and eat it too. You know, he was really trying to have a girlfriend and me and another girl and another girl and another. He can do that with whoever else he wants, but it wasn't gonna happen here. That was my story time for you guys. Please let me know if you guys like this video or like these type of videos, if they interest you. If it made you smile or laugh or made your day any better at all in any way, can you please like, share, and subscribe? Also leave your comments down below to let me know that you guys did like it or that it did make your day any better. Even though I know that this might have been a little rambly, a little like here and there, but you know, I just really want you guys to know that I am trying really hard to just get used to this new way of working. To have to sit in front of a camera to like talk is just kind of weird still for me. So if you are new to my channel, hello, first of all. Second of all, I really hope you stick around. I'm new to YouTube, in case you didn't know. Just to reiterate, in case you are new, my goal is to put a smile on that face, and in any way that I can, make you happier, make you laugh, make you cry with me, share all my emotions, and for me to just really share my experience with you guys, and to really just give you guys something to look forward to. And that's really all I can ask for. In return, I just hope that you guys really like it and you guys can just get to know me little by little. I'm just trying to make sure that who I am comes out in these videos and I don't leave anything out, because I'm gonna try to be as real and as raw with you guys as possible. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Okay, at this point, I'm getting a little rambly, so I'll just end it. I really love you guys, and I hope to see you guys in my next story time video. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.